It's Nugget, the recap rooster, and this is what happened last week. We had the most amazing worship night with Elevation Rhythm. We opened up the night with a little bit of worship, and then Bryce Millette got up and he spoke that good word. He talked about what you consistently allow in will eventually require your attention. It was so good. Then we did some more worship, and then Gina got up and she talked about experiencing God, because, you know, hearing about it is different than experiencing it. Then we had some more worship, and then we ended the night with a little Twitch stream with some of our girl gamers. It was amazing.
What's up, Innovation U? Come on, I need you to have a party in your house today. See, I'd rather slip walking on water than spend my life wondering what if. Hey. Lord, if it's you, tell me to come, 'cause you alone can tame the wildest wind. I know I can make it, 'cause it was your voice that I heard. So I'm stepping out on your word. This is how you walk on water, one foot in front of the other. Never gonna let you go under, just put one foot in front of the other. Hey, come on, walk it out. I got a faith deeper than feelings, 'cause I know a name that's greater than the storm. I got a God who never ever fails me. He's close enough to catch me if I fall. I know I can make it, 'cause it was your voice that I heard. I'm stepping out on you. This is how you walk on water. One foot in front of the other. Never gonna let you go under. Just put one foot in front of the other. Come on. This is how you walk on water. One foot in front of the other. Never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go under. Just put one foot in front of the other. 'Cause this is how you walk. This is how you walk on water. One foot in front of the other. Never gonna let you go under. Just put one foot in front of the other. Sing this. I'm stepping out on your word. I'm stepping out on your word. I'm stepping out on your word. I see you stepping out on your word. I'm stepping out. I'm stepping out. I'm stepping out. I'm stepping out on your word. Hey, come on. Hey, we go left, right now, walk it out. We go left, right now, walk it out. We go left, right, 'cause this is how you walk. This is how you walk on water. One foot in front of the other. Never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go under. Just put one foot in front of the other. This is how you walk. This is how you walk on water. One foot in front of the other. Never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go under. One foot in front of the other. Come on, let's go. This is how you walk on water. Never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go under. Just put one foot in front of the other. So you walk it out. Hey, this is how you walk on water. Never gonna let you go under. Never gonna let you go under. Just put one foot. Say the word. Say the word, and I'm walking on water. Say the word. Say the word, and I'm walking on water. Come on, say the word. Say the word, and I'm walking on water. Just put one foot in front of the other. Say the word, and I'm walking. Can we show? Hey, come on. 'Cause this is how you walk on water. One foot in front of the other. Never gonna let you go under. Just put one foot in front of the other. Come on, hey, 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 come on, hey, 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 come on, hey, hey, hey. I can show you how to walk on water.
Let's go! Elevation Youth! Let's go! Hey, grab that wave emoji, put it in the chat. Grab the foot in the wave and put it in there. We're walking on water tonight, baby.
I'm walking, baby. I'm walking, baby. I'm sorry. I got a little hype.
No, hey, that's all right. That's all right. Hey, live from Charlotte, North Carolina, here in our Valentine location. Welcome to Rhythm Night.
Rhythm Night, baby.
Yeah.
Put some claps in the chat. Let me know where you from. Where are you watching from? I see you right there, so let us know. Welcome. It's going to be a good one, y'all.
Hey, if we haven't had the chance to meet, my name is John. This is my friend.
I'm Carlos, y'all.
And together we are Charlos.
We back, baby.
Listen, if you were part of YTH 2020, then you already know this is my pandemic pal, my BFF.
That's real.
And we back, baby.
We back. We ain't never going nowhere.
We've been on Zoom.
We've been
here together. You've been in the chat, so we've been together.
So we've been here.
Just like we're together with y'all.
Hallelujah.
Tonight.
I love it, y'all.
Hey,
it feels good to be here with you, bro. It feels good.
It feels great. I feel like a champion. I feel like I got championship energy in the room. Y'all feel the championship energy in here?
Right. That's
oh
right.
my gosh.
I feel it.
Listen, I'll be Tyler Hero. You be Jimmy Butler, all right?
Okay.
All right.
I like that.
I got the AD eyebrows. You be the LeBron consistency, okay?
I like that.
We're a championship team,
That's
baby.
it.
Let's go.
Hey, I know another team.
Okay.
I know another team.
Okay.
That I'm particularly a fan of,
All
y'all.
right.
That's any E-group team out there, baby.
Shout out E-groups.
Shout out E-groups.
Hey.
We got some E-groups in the room right here. We got some, shout out Jessica. Happy birthday, Jessica. We love you. Happy birthday. Shout out your E-group in the chat, y'all.
Yo.
We love our E-groups.
Hey, so what you're saying is, if you want to be on a championship team, if you want rings, not just 4 rings, not 5 rings, but 10 rings, we got 10 rings worth of E-groups in here, bro.
That's right.
If you want to be in an E-group, let me tell you, you can join one tonight.
It's
Every
so
single
easy.
Wednesday, we see multiple people go from the chat into an e-group.
That's
so
right.
what do they got to do to join?
When I say very easy, I'm gonna say one of the easiest things
Very.
you do. So right here, you already blown up the chat. First of all, I seen the giraffes. We gonna get there.
Okay, we're gonna
We
get
gonna
there.
get there. But all you have to do is drop your name, your grade, and where you're from. That's it.
Yo, Orlando's already coming at you, dude.
Hey, Chris Santos, that's my
Let's
guy.
go,
Shout out Christian.
bro.
Shout out Chris. My people. Shout out
my
Miguel.
gosh.
Let me stop before I get in the row. But I see the giraffes here.
Hip Hop Love 04 says Jarlos with some giraffes.
I like it.
Y'all, if y'all
Hey,
thought it was fake,
hey.
the Jarlos giraffe tattoo. There you go.
It's real.
He's still out here. He's still out here.
Effect.
UTEX 2020 changed us forever.
Oh,
y'all.
100% change us forever.
Hey, and if you're a little salty because you missed out, just keep watching tonight. You might have a pleasant little surprise. Hey,
Interesting.
Nigeria is with us tonight. Hello to all of our friends in Africa. We've got Flavia from Brazil. We've got Chile in here.
Brasil,
oh my
oi,
goodness.
tudo bem, obrigado.
Oh, I don't
What's
know
up?
what you just said, but it
Obrigado.
sounded so good.
Yo, I love my
so
Brazil
great.
peoples, y'all.
Well,
Hey, there are people shouting out their e-groups too. I love e-groups.
Yazzie loves her e-group. Okay, listen,
That's good.
Michael, I see you with the giraffes. Listen, this is what's about to happen tonight.
All right, talk to me, talk
We're
to
going to
me.
continue to worship with Elevation Rhythm.
Oh, yeah, we are.
In multiple ways and in multiple facets. We're going to open the Word of God. We're going to
on.
have a great time
Yes, we
doing
are.
it.
Yes,
and
we
we're going
are.
to leave here and we're going to go make a difference. Even just at your campus down in Orlando.
We making differences.
Y'all been doing outreach events.
We did, man.
Goodness.
We out here getting ready for Christmas. And what month are we in?
It's like September.
We getting ready, y'all.
Y'all putting gifts together for people who are going to have a hard time
That's
having
right,
gifts for
that's
Christmas.
right.
And y'all already doing it. Y'all, our church is literally
Oh my
changing
gosh.
the world. It's not just a coast-to-coast thing.
Yep.
It's a pole to pole, from the North Pole to the South Pole. I don't know if there's an East Pole, but if there was, Elevation Church would be doing it out there.
We be right
Oh,
there,
my
y'all. I love it.
goodness.
Hey, what's been some of your favorite stuff of Rhythm Night so far?
Favorite
It's the
stuff-
finale of the Lonely Volume.
Yeah.
So
that's
what
right.
we got?
Honestly, I
Let's
have
be
to
real.
say, the messages that have come around the idea of influence.
That's
How
good.
it's linked to inconvenience.
That's good.
How we all have influence. Hey, speaking of influence,
Come on,
you have
hold
the
up.
influence
Hold
right
up.
now.
Come on.
To take this little link of this
Oh.
experience and send it around the world
Stop.
by texting somebody, by posting about it. I feel championship energy in here.
I feel championship
I feel
energy.
a thou Energy in the house tonight.
A G.
Meaning, I want to see 1,000 people in the chat tonight. What about y'all?
I want to see it. You want to see it. You want to see it. So share this.
All it's gonna take is for you to share it and use the influence that you have.
That's right.
Let's impact some more people.
That's right. But hey, championships don't end right here. We got some good stuff.
That's right.
Good people happening.
And our good friend Will Wilson Jr. is gonna take us into our favorite, basically my favorite
Let's be
segment
real.
of the night. Will and Al.
Will and
Let's
Al,
go down there with
baby.
Will.
It's your boy. What's good? What is good? Welcome to Rhythm Night. I'm thrilled you're here. Shout out to Elevation Church University City. Man, I want to see some orange hearts in the chat if you're from UC. In the room tonight, though, we got Matthews. Is Matthews in the house? Gaston Gang in the house tonight. And most importantly, all of you who are in the chat right now are here with us. Shout out Concord. We saw somebody from Madrid in there earlier today. Italy, man, shout out to everybody who's joining us. Now listen, I am here today. All we're trying to do is get to know each other better. That's all we're here to do. At the end of the day, we are a family. At the end of the day, everything we do together. We're better together. Elevation Rhythm sings a song that says, better with you. We're just trying to get to know each other better. That is the only reason we are here. So these lovely people up here to my right, they're just here so that we end up closer. We're trying to deepen the connection. Pastor Steven spoke a couple weeks ago. He said, deepen the connection. That's all we're trying to do today. So I'm going to do one simple thing. I'm just going to ask the people up here a question, okay? They have to answer said question, okay? And by answering question, we'll know them better. We'll know how they view the world, see each other, see the people around them. The one slight thing is if they don't answer the question that I asked them, it's totally fine. They'll just go to the end of the line. But before they go to the end of the line, they will be taking a spoonful of this scorpion pepper hot sauce. Now, the scorpion pepper has 2 million Scoville units. Now, check this out. Check this out. I know nothing about Scoville units whatsoever, but 2 million sounds like a lot. Okay? So here's how this is going to go. They're going to walk over. I'll ask them a question, introduce themselves, ask a question. If they answer, they're good. If they don't, they have to take a spoonful. Here's the thing. if we feel like they don't answer the question honestly, because at the end of the day, if you're not being honest, what are you being? You know? So I have some help from my friends right here in this section right here. They're gonna help me decide whether or not these answers are honest. If the producers in this section decide the question isn't answered honestly, then they gotta take the hot sauce. All right, come. Up first, I just want you to introduce yourself, what campus you are from.
I'm Maddie from the Gaston campus.
Shout out Gaston. Okay, this is a difficult question just because I need you to turn around to answer it. Look at those people. Tell me who was the worst dressed person on stage right now.
I'm gonna say you only because your shoes are beige and not white.
Dang! She said Bryce. I don't disagree, honestly. If out of the four, Sammy's best dress, I don't know. That was a great answer. Give it up for her. That was a great answer, wasn't it? Introduce yourself.
My name's Tori.
Shout out Tori! Tori, let me see what. Here's the question. Which Central Youth Team member is your least favorite to work with?
Josiah?
Dang. I don't know where Josiah is, but somebody check on him. Make sure he's not. That's a good answer. We agree. We believe you. Brock, come on over, baby. All right. Okay. You ready?
Let's go.
Introduce yourself.
What's up? I'm Bryce from Cola.
Shout out Columbia. Bryce, who is your least favorite Elevation Rhythm worship leader?
Oh my God.
It's like when this person comes up to lead a song, you're like,
There's somebody just piercing me right now with his eyes. I can't say Tiff. I can't. Nobody could ever.
We need you to answer.
This is tough.
That's hot sauce. I need you to hold this. Man, I can't wait. Wow. Bryce? Wow. Let's see the spoon. Let us see the spoon. Is it clean? Clean spoon. Y'all give it up for Bryce. Come on. Introduce yourself.
Sammy from Riverwalk.
Sammy goes from Riverwalk. Shout out Riverwalk. Sammy. No, absolutely not. Sammy, you're a great dad. So my favorite thing about you, I know you lead your family with integrity and honesty, so you're not going to not tell us the truth right now. Of your 5 children, which one is your favorite?
You can't do that. Nah, I got it.
You got to take the hot sauce. What a great dad, man. Give it up for Sammy. What a great dad. Because I love my kids, but I probably would have answered this question. There you go, man. Let's see it. You're great, y'all. There it is. Let's see the spoon. Is it a clean spoon? That's a clean spoon. All right, we got one more left in the chat right now and in the room. I want you to show some love. Make some noise for your youth pastor, Mr. Tim Summers. Now listen, we're out of time, so I can't give you as much time as I gave everyone else.
What?
So you need to answer this honestly, and you need to answer it quickly. Your wife is here for accountability purposes, okay? For this question, I need you to keep your eyes remain closed, okay? Eyes remain closed, okay? Listen, your phone rings. It's been a long day at work. On your way out the door, something happened that kept you at work an additional 90 minutes. You're driving home. As you turn into your neighborhood, your phone rings. And it is an Elevation Church youth director. Which one of them, now look at me. Look at me now, ready? Which one of them calls you, I can't be the answer to this question, by the way. Which one of them calls you and you go like this? It can't be me. We also need you to hurry up and answer. Or I can get the hot sauce ready right now. Hot sauce? Is this a...
No, okay, I'm ready. Brittany Ward.
Wow. I cannot believe you answered that. Family, we love you. Listen, more fun like this is coming up, not just now, but every time we get together. And we've got something incredible planned for you here in the near future. Check this video out.
Remember YTH 2020? 72 hours of non-stop community with your e-group, sermons from some pretty awesome speakers, and insane worship from our own Elevation Rhythm. As we look back at all God did during YTH 2020, during one of the craziest years in history, we can't help but get our hopes up as we look forward to all He will do during YTH 21. Registration for YTH 21 is now open, so mark your calendar for July 11th through the 16th. If you thought YTH 2020 was next level, get ready because we're leveling up in 21 with even more speakers, worship, and insane competitions. Register today and invite a friend who you think needs to experience God's love like never before.
Well, come on, Elevation Youth. Can we keep worshiping tonight? Come on, put your hands up like this. Here we go again, my mind racing, and I can't seem to win all these crazy thoughts and feelings. It's like it never ends until your voice breaks through my noise. I know I'm not alone, I'm not alone. You will fight my battles if I will just be still. Why would I keep running when you're right here? I'll just be quiet and let you speak through the silence. Here I am, no more hiding. You are in this moment, I won't fight it. I'll be quiet. I don't need to know what comes next. Tomorrow's in your hands, I can trust you with my future, 'cause you're already there. I hear your voice, call me forward, and I know I'm not alone, I'm not alone. Away with the distractions, I wanna hear what's true. The only words that matter, they come from you. So I'll just be quiet and let you speak through the silence. Here I am, no more hiding. You are in this moment, I won't fight it. Oh, I'll be quiet, I'll just be quiet and let you speak through the silence. Lord, here I am, no more hiding. You are in this moment, I won't fight it. I'll be quiet. Oh, I wanna hear you, Jesus. Only your voice, my God. Quiet, God, you're here in the silence. Here I am, no more hiding. You are in this moment, and I won't fight it. I'll be quiet, quiet. God, you're here in this silence. So here I am, no more hiding. 'Cause you are in this moment, and I won't fight it. I'll be quiet. Oh, yes. prosper. When the darkness falls, it won't prevail. 'Cause the God I serve knows only how to triumph. And my God will never fail. Oh, my God will never fail. Sing it out. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. Come on, let's sing this strongly. There's power in the name of Jesus. Hey. There's power in the mighty name of Jesus. Every war he wages, he will win. Oh, I'm not backing down from any giant. 'Cause I know how this story ends. Yes, I do. I know how this story ends. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. Hey. All right, hands lifted all across the room. And in every room, let's surrender the battle to God and let him turn it around. You take what the enemy meant for evil and you turn it for good. You turn it for good. You take what the enemy meant for evil and you turn it for good. You turn it for good. You take what the enemy meant for evil and you turn it for good. we thank you that we can just rest in your hands. We can just put all our hope, all our trust in your hands. Even when it feels quiet and silent around us, we can be sure that you are fighting the battle for us. Lord, and instead of asking for what you already want to give us, we're just going to be quiet and receive your victory in this place. Do you guys receive that? In the name of Jesus, we all say, amen. Amen.
Last year, I felt like there was no one to notice that I fake smiled every day. I would sit on a table full of people, but still feel like I am lonely. I felt like I was broken. How can I be surrounded by so many people and still feel this way? Like no one really sees me. Dang, that's deep. I mean, that's relatable. Being in high school, middle school, or any school with like a lot of kids and things like that, it's really easy to feel like alone.
The loneliest moment for me was when I got out of the hospital after overdosing. I felt like everyone was trying to be nice to me and care for me, but there were also people that told me I should have died. It really hurt me. Well, I know that you are not alone, because I think that anyone who goes through depression feels exactly that, because you want to try to hide it from everyone, but at the same time, everyone can see it because it's written all over your face that you're not okay.
My loneliest moment was when I was in the car with my family and I had screamed at them for something I can't even remember now, and we got in a massive argument. When I finally got the willpower to stop myself from screaming, I began to sob. It was my loneliest moment because then I realized I was scared of myself. I completely can relate to that because I feel like I constantly surround myself with my friends, and I'm always like hanging out with people, and I'm like around other people all the time. And then whenever I'm by myself, I'm just, I attack myself, and I can't be alone without, getting into these deep thoughts and these deep places where I can't breathe and I can't think and I can't focus because it's like I'm attacking myself.
My loneliest moment was having to go back to school after my dad passed away. It was one of those things that felt like nobody could relate to. Oh, that was tough. Yeah, my dad just passed away actually, so that was a tough one to read.
Late at night, all of these thoughts enter my head. They overwhelmed me and I just cried. I always feel like I want to give up. These nights throughout the pandemic have been the hardest. I haven't had much to distract me, so I feel it the most right now. Yeah, that sounds like, because I filled out the form too, so that's like a lot similar to my answer. But it gets like really hard to sleep because like you just like think about everything that like went on in the day, and like everything just gets really intense because you finally have like that time to just relax, but you can't relax because yeah, but that's really hard.
A couple of years ago, in the beginning of middle school, I was very insecure. I didn't like how I looked. I felt like I didn't have any friends, and I got picked on a lot at school. I decided I wanted to start eating healthier. But after a while, I just stopped eating altogether. I fell into depression, was very suicidal and lonely. I stayed locked up in my room for hours and didn't talk to anyone. I can't imagine how this has felt. I've never would have thought.
My loneliest moment was when I was bullied on social media. So many people saw it, even people that I could call friends, but no one said anything. I felt alone that I had no one to go to. That's terrible too. That's crazy.
The moment I felt the loneliest was when I moved 10 hours away from where I lived. We lived there for 6 years and made so many memories, and I had so many friends. When we moved, I had felt like I lost everything, including my happiness. My relationship with God was destroyed because of it, because I was so upset with him. It threw me down a dark path that lasted for years. Since moving, I've had a hard time making friends. I've felt so alone and that I have no one to talk to or vent to, or just someone who loved and cared about me. Feeling like you're alone and feeling like you have no one to come to I've been there. I've been there wanting to have people to talk to and not feeling like I have anyone to really share my true feelings with. So if I could say anything to this person, I'd want them to know that there is a place that they can come, that they do have someone that does love them and does care about them, and that even in their loneliest places and in their darkest moments, they want to hear what they have on their heart because they know it already.
Well, hey, right now, we've got people that are in the chat putting their name, their grade, and their city to be able to join an e-group. And hey, for real, like when you're able to hear little bits and pieces of stories like that, you can't help but to think, yeah, me too. I've been there. I've been in that same place before. And there's something encouraging about the fact to understand that you are not the only one. So put it in the chat, say, I'm not the only one. And that's what we really believe here at Elevation. And you can, feel free to take a seat right now if you're in the room. Tonight's going to look a little different. We're going to do what we like to call a real talk. And it's going to be a lot different than what you saw last night on the debate. Okay, you didn't get the joke, Jeff? All right. There it is. Wow, that went over all your heads? Wow. It's going to be way different. We're going to try and be as authentic and genuine as possible. And as you can see, we've got my lovely wife in the chair, and then all the youth directors. And so I'm just kidding. They're going to have some time to maybe introduce themselves. And man, I really hope that you would engage a little bit in the chat. And if you're in the room, man, make sure you get on the chat real quick, because we want to talk with you. And that's really what this is about, is we want to be able to, as we're coming to the end of this lonely volume, and we're talking about how influence and loneliness goes hand in hand. The last 4 weeks, we've been trying to unpack this the best way that we know how. And tonight, we're going to kind of end it and tie a little bow on it as we go into the next volume in a couple of weeks on October 14th. But tonight, we're going to continue to talk a little bit. We're going to maybe fill all the gaps that I left out. You know what I'm saying? That I created. And so here's what I want to do. We're gonna start this and kind of get it going. Are you ready? You pumped? Okay, in the chat, just say I'm ready. Let me know in the chat real quick. Say I'm ready. And how about you? Let's go around. The chairs, the circle, and I want you to say, who you are, maybe what location, campus that you're from, if you want to represent or anything like that. You don't have to do that. And then how long, and I want you to think about this too, how long does it actually take you to write an Instagram caption? Like on average. Don't be saying, I don't think about it. Don't even be doing that. How long? How long? Are you ready? Brittany, you go first.
Okay, I'm Brittany. I am...
Can you hear her? No? Keep talking.
Cool.
Keep talking.
I'm Brittany. I'm Tim's least favorite youth director at Elevation Concord.
Yeah.
I think Tim sabotaged you right now.
I'm sabotaging you. I did say you're my least, but I was just kidding.
No, I'm just kidding. I know you love me.
Here you go.
Okay, cool. So I'm at Concord, and I'm going to be honest. It used to take me a very long time to write a caption on Instagram. I would think about it, and then for so long, it would just make me really anxious. So now I literally don't think about it. I don't read more than 10 words on an Instagram caption anyway, so it probably takes me about 10 seconds. I'm like, love my child, that's good enough. Wow. Swear.
That's your...
Yes, swear.
That's your real answer?
Wow. Huh?
That's impressive.
I swear.
Why did she go first? Impressive, Brittany.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm like the complete opposite. I go to my notes app.
But do people really look at Instagram captions?
Yes, I do.
Really? I don't.
So
what they have to say.
I'm Sammy. I'm at Elevation Riverwalk, represent. But yeah, I go to my notes app because on average, I would say about 45 minutes.
Okay, that is bananas.
And that's not right away. That's like, okay, I got it. Now I got to go back. Okay, no, I'm going to change this. Okay, and then go back. And then actually then post it. So I would say that. On my notes app and then copy and paste.
Dude, Sammy, bro, I'm looking at the faces in the crowd and they are
I know.
judging
It's like
you.
ripping me to pieces
They are
right now.
judging you.
I can see
look, that means they're about to judge me too, because I also go to my notes, but I'm going to be real honest. I probably never just open up Instagram and just post something. I think about it deeply. I kind of like treat it like writing a love letter to my wife, Gina, who's sitting across, a little bit across from me right now.
Oh.
It starts off as a seed, Tim.
I'll be honest, I don't know when last you wrote me a love note.
Oh, babe, why are you putting me on blast?
Yeah, the truth comes out.
Wow.
You know why? Because I'm still writing it. That's why, babe. It's so long.
The truth
I'm on page 2074. I promise. But before I post anything on Instagram, it probably takes me about like a day and a half. Because I think about what I want to post.
Really?
Yeah. Because I think about what I want to post, and then I try and find a picture that goes with what I actually want to post.
Okay.
And then I write the caption. So I'm not just like, oh, I like this picture, I'm going to post it. I'm like, okay, cool. What do I want to say? Do I have the content that will match the character of what I'm trying to create?
Wow.
And then I post it.
Okay.
You start with the caption.
I start with a caption in mind. Like right now, I'm working on a caption for last night's debate. I'm working on it. I promise. I promise.
You'll catch it tomorrow morning.
And it's probably going to be one sentence, Tim. It's probably going to be like, I hope you're listening.
Okay.
Okay. My name is Rebecca Summers. I really don't post on like posts. I do stories because of this. You look on mine like 6 pictures back like 2 years ago, So, I mean, I would say it takes me at least 30 minutes, not a day and a half, but at least 30 minutes per caption.
That's great.
Oh.
Yeah.
My name is Gina McCauley. I am repping South Charlotte, Valentine Blakely. I would say that I take between 10 to 15 minutes. If it is a deep issue that I'm extremely passionate about, maybe 40 to 45 minutes. But nothing like a day. Definitely not. Sorry.
Baby, you're supposed to have my back.
I got your back, but a day? What are you doing with your time? A day.
I'm a thinker.
All right.
That's funny. I'm Will Wilson. Shout out Elevation UC. How long does it take me to write a caption? Normally, I'm just using song lyrics, so it really doesn't take me that long, right? And I only have 12 posts on my profile at the moment. My favorite is the last picture I posted of my wife.
What is the caption?
Shawty, a little baddie.
Oh! See my little boo thing. Okay.
Stop right there.
Yeah. That's biblical. I think that's found in the book of Solomon,
Wow.
chapter 4. It's there.
That's a really good question. You find out a lot about who people are.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I went psychological on a lot of that stuff.
Tim, how long does it take you to write a caption?
It probably takes like an hour and a half.
Bro.
Yeah.
What?
That is crazy.
Like, it's kind of bad, but like, I will write, like, I've got to like be alone to do it too. You know what I'm saying?
Lonely places?
I had to be lonely.
Like on the toilet seat?
Honestly, though, the best place to write an Instagram caption.
All day.
Yes.
It just never fails, Anthony. We always got to talk about toilet pranks or poop because we're youth directors. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know how. And of course, Brittany would be the one to bring it up.
Oh!
Good. Okay, well, as we're talking about being youth directors, you guys are youth directors, and really because you want to influence the next generation. When you think about that, for some of you, it's been a few years. For some of you, it's been a longer time than that. What made you decide that? What made you want to get involved in youth ministry and invest into the next generation?
I think for me, I actually started, I remember I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I started serving as a group leader before I became part of the youth ministry. I had never been to a worship experience, but one of my friends had invited me to come to her e-group and just check it out. And I feel like there were a few moments where I just saw youth get it. They had this camaraderie, killed that word, camaraderie.
You're doing great.
Thank you. I usually can't say it. And this just the thing that brought them together was their love for God. And I was like, that's what I want to be a part of. And so I started being a group leader. But I think even more than that, the reason why I wanted to work in ministry was I got to be a group leader till I saw this girl through her senior year. So freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. After she graduated, she stepped into being a middle school group leader. And I was like, that is a legacy multiplied. That's what I want to do the rest of my life. That's good.
So, David, how have you multiplied your legacy in the last 2 weeks?
Wow, Tim, that's a great question. And I was actually speaking to Will about this. Will, remember what I told you? Remember what I told you, Will?
Just go with it, Will.
I think I do, man.
Tell the people.
Have you multiplied?
No, I'm just kidding. Sammy, you were going to say? You got it.
I was going to say, so for me, it was when every time I think about being a youth director, is me stepping back to when I was a 7th grader and walked into my first youth ministry that I wanted to be a part of. And it was entering a basketball gym filled with students. And I was very insecure. I was a 7th grader that got picked on. I was very overweight. And I remember walking in and going to the wall. And I stayed there for at least 25, 30 minutes. And then it took one student, Andy. I'll never forget his name. Andy came out of playing a basketball game, and he approached me, and he said, "Hey, what's your name?" I said, "Sammy." He said, "Hey, we just finished this game, but I want you to be in my basketball team for the next one."
Wow.
And I got to play the game with him, and he was the best basketball player on that court, asked me to join his team. And so from then on, when I think about doing youth ministry, it's that influence. It's that influence.
Wonderful.
That sees someone in their
That's
lonely
so good.
place, right?
Great.
And they're not afraid to approach it, no matter what happens in return.
Love that.
I really do love that because it reminds me of a moment when I started to realize that influence mattered to me. Will, why don't you talk a little bit about that? When was the time that you realized influence mattered to you?
I think for me, man, this is something, and this is a conversation I always have with every e-group leader who joins our team at UC. The moment hit me at a very young age with my mentor, right? And so every member who comes in and joins a lead an e-group at our campus, I tell them, I either want you here for one of two reasons. I want you here because you had a great mentor and you know the benefits of having a great mentor, or I want you here because you didn't have one and you want to be that person for somebody, right? And so I knew influence mattered to me when I realized that my mentor was not trying to be cool. He was not trying to be hip. He was not trying to be relevant. He was just trying to be available, man. And to me, that is when it clicked, okay, that's what I want to do. Anytime I've ever had a job where I wasn't working around teenagers or with people, I have been miserable. I am chained to this. I am enslaved to youth ministry. Whether my position changes or my title changes, I will be the guy who's 60 years old with the T-shirt and the sweatshirt in the back, jumping up and down to Rattle or whatever song is out. I will have on J's. I will be present. Because influence matters, and to me, that got displayed in the simplicity of availability.
Yeah, Gina, I want to hear from you, but we want to address something just real quick. We know if you're continuing to watch right now, I know you're like, what the heck is going on with the chat? We are having a global YouTube issue. We, meaning not we, because we're not YouTube. However, it is a global YouTube issue. They're working on it. And so if you're having issues, our digital team is trying to work on that right now. Stay with us. We want to make sure. If you have my number, just text me. Or if you have any of their numbers, text them.
I will interrupt.
Questions.
I'll interrupt it.
Right?
And read a
You'll
question.
interrupt it because we want to make sure that we're answering some questions. But Gene, I want to hear a little bit from you. When did you realize that influence was something that mattered to you?
I had a very different experience growing up. Davina and I were speaking about it earlier. I grew up, my parents run a drug recovery program. And so I grew up seeing the end of the line for a lot of people, and how their decisions and how the people they allowed to influence them really affected their lives. I saw business people losing their jobs, their families, having to live in a car, even like having absolutely nothing. And so the word influence always had a negative connotation for me. It was like, who are you allowing to influence you? Like, which people are going to influence you in the bad way? How are you making sure that you're not being negatively influenced? And I think when I started high school, I started to realize that those people that you surround yourself with are so important that it could literally determine who you are 30 years from now. And because I was exposed to that, I think that's when I realized, and I became very specific in who I surrounded myself with, to make sure that, okay, I don't want to be negatively influenced, but I know that I can put myself in a good group of people and I can be positively influenced and make the right decisions for my future.
I love that. Okay, let's do like a lightning round. Okay, if I think the chat's starting to work a little bit. If not, they're still trying to fix it. But put in your questions. We're going to start asking them a little bit. We're talking about influence and. All right, you ready? This is, what do they call this? Lightning round.
Lightning round.
Lightning round. Yeah. This is the thunder round. Okay.
Ooh.
Are you ready?
Ooh.
I'm
Okay.
so scared.
You got to pick the top 3 most influential people in your life currently. Top 3 most influential people in your life. I'm giving you time right now because it's got to be fast, okay? Top 3 most influential people. It's getting really close to working. Start putting it in the chat real quick if it is. Top 3 most influential people right now. Now there can be a lot of influential people in your life, right? But as seasons change, needs change, like our pastor has talked about. But right now, Davina's sweating. Are you all right? Are you ready?
This is so
I'm
hard.
low-key pulling up Instagram to figure out who influences me.
Okay.
Yeah, give me
Will,
some time.
Will, you're going first.
I'm going first?
You're going first.
Are you saying that I'm going first?
You are going first.
Okay. I'm still trying to think. I'm trying to
I know, me
time.
too.
Top 3 right now that just come to your mind.
The top 3 people who influenced
Yeah.
me. It's still my mentor that I talked about earlier. Shout out Leon Jackson.
Okay.
He's not watching right now.
There you go.
I don't even know what YouTube is, but I'll make sure he gets this link later.
Neon Jackson? Is that
Leon.
Leon. I was like, Neon. That's an awesome name.
My pastor in Virginia, who actually married Rebecca and I.
Okay.
My pastor, Bishop Younger. Shout out Bishop Younger. Love you.
Yeah.
And probably Chet Pete is another one. Shout
Okay.
out Chet Pete. Clap for Chet Pete right now.
Yeah.
Clap for Chet. Clap for
Love
Chet.
it.
Chet is, that's probably the 3. And Tim Summers.
Get out of here. I love it. Isn't it cool how you probably didn't know 2 of those people? Yeah. That's interesting, right? I like that. Gina. Top 3.
My parents, my husband, and a close tie between Michelle Obama and Oprah Winfrey.
Okay. Oprah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you get some influence.
By the way,
some influence.
my wife just texted me and said I better say her.
Yep, you know.
So shout out to my wife. Who
Nah.
You're going to get in trouble.
All right, babe. You're up. Top 3.
Really, you are one of the most influential people in my life. I'm not just saying that because Will just tried to cover up his tracks, but you really are. My oldest sister, Sarah, and then really Holly, our pastor's wife. Like, she really, her sermons, the thing that she speaks as a wife, as a supporter, but also leader in our church, like, really.
It's great.
This is so hard.
You had so much time.
I know,
You did. You
and I'm still struggling. Okay.
You got it.
Number 1, my wife, because she tells me where to be, when to be,
do it, yes.
who to be,
she
how
thought
to
about
be,
accountability.
and so number 1, my wife.
Yeah.
Number 2 is, might sound weird, but my e-group, the e-group that I lead.
I love it.
has so much influence over me. Like I never go in thinking that I have all the solutions or that I know everything, but hearing them speak, they help me feel so much younger. And so my e-group that I lead. And then I have to say Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
I have to be honest. Like my man's voice, his style. God, why didn't you create me white? I'm joking. But like Justin Bieber for sure.
Justin Bieber. All right, Sammy.
Yes. Always great following you afterwards. I'm going to go ahead and say my wife for sure. She knows how to love me at my worst and call me out.
Yeah.
So she's a huge influencer. I'm going to say my mom, single mom, has been influencing me from forever. And then the last one, I'm going to go with Jerry Lorenzo. I just got to be honest. Again, style, looks, belief. So yeah, wife, mom, Jerry.
And my wife too. I don't know if I said that yet.
Yeah. You messed this up, dude. You messed this up. I know she in the chat too, so get ready, brother.
Blow my phone up.
Well, who do we got? We got some people.
Yeah, Coco said AJ Hucko.
AJ Hucko.
Shout out AJ Hucko.
Yes.
Give it up. EFAM Youth Director, AJ.
I love that.
Yes.
I love AJ. I just told him last week he's the future. He really is. He's amazing. Who else? Is it working for y'all? Yeah, see it on there?
And y'all says Pastor Steven Furtick.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean.
That's it. That's in my top 4 as well.
Top 4.
Yeah.
y'all be messing up things.
That's
I'm
right.
learning
All right,
as it gets closer.
My wife, Pastor Steven.
You in trouble. Just kidding. All right, Brittany.
Okay. Brooke Frazier / Ligertwood from Hillsong.
Yep.
That's good.
Love her so much. Probably Tiffany Hammer.
Wow.
And
You could have said David, but okay.
and I'm not being a suck up, but Rebecca Summers.
Stop.
Wow.
You're really awesome.
Wow. Well, fine. Tim is in my top 5.
Is the chat working or not? Do we know yet? Are y'all on it? It is working? Random bursts. Yeah. Sounds like the debate last night.
Come on.
I'm sorry. I just got them like stuck in my head right here. They just keep going on it. You're getting some text? You got a good question? Any good ones?
Are you going to answer?
Yeah, I've got some great questions.
Yes, is easy for me. It really is you. My wife.
I wasn't trying to lead you into that.
Yeah, but you did. But it was great. I'm not messing this up at all. Is you. You did keep me accountable. And there's something about people that will keep you accountable that will affect your faith and affect who you become as a person, especially when you're 13 and 15. And so I know what you might be thinking is, oh, that's cute. I want a relationship like that. But I want you to go a little deeper than that and go, who in your life right now is holding you accountable?
Yeah.
Yes. There's a lot of depth in what we're saying, even though we're kind of being a little cute. My Pastor Steven, leaps and bounds on so many levels. And then Paul Jason Klein.
Shocker.
That's true.
I was so surprised.
Oh, wow.
Were you expecting that one?
Sure.
Yeah. Paul Jason Klein, 100%. And I would take the next 2.5 minutes to talk about this, but I feel like you would be bored.
They don't care.
And that's totally fine.
I have a question from Shelby Bryant, one of our youth.
You have one? Good.
Shelby texted me. She said, "How do you take what you've learned from being influenced to become a better influencer?"
Yeah.
I don't know the answer to that, by the way.
You don't want to answer that?
So I wanted to throw that.
Well, I think what was her name?
Shelby Bryant.
Shelby Bryant. I think the answer is in your question. You take what you learned from the last person and you now apply it to your life. So I think she's even smarter than she's given herself credit for. I don't know if anyone else would say anything other than that, but I feel like that's a huge piece of living life with other people. And I might not think exactly the way that you think, David, but something that will spark me. I'm like, oh wait, actually, I want to take that. I want to use that, you know, and I want to make that a part of my life. And I like the routine that you set in the morning. So I want to do that, okay? And really, it comes in your hand, right? When you think it, you got to start acting on it. And I think a lot of teenagers will be like, oh, that would be cool, but I'm not going to do it.
Right.
Oh, that would be helpful or beneficial, but I'm not going to do it.
Oh, I had another question.
Yeah, great.
From Laylee. She said, how do you determine what or who influences you? I feel like today's people's intentions are questionable. What advice can you give to me about who or what influences my life?
Wow.
Great.
Ooh, I want to speak to that.
Wow.
Okay. I think it's like who or what do you value? I think you have to identify what do you value, what's important to you, and does that person carry those values or display those regularly? I think that's like a huge thing. If I'm like following or unfollowing people, I'm like, are they reinforcing the values that I want to follow and be influenced by? Or if they're doing something against that, I'm like, I just can't even have that in my head because I will follow into that influence that I don't want.
So Gina, what are some values in your life that you feel like you have to have as a teenager? If you had to like define or pick 3 values that would be, man, like these guys could be able to step away from and go, you know what? That has not been a value for my life, and I want it to be. What would you say that those 3 are?
I think, number one, you have the choice and the power to determine what influences you. When you realize that you are in control of what you allow in and out, it can be really, really powerful. So sometimes we say, oh, this person influenced me, or I've been influenced, but we don't realize that we are allowing things to influence us. So understanding your power, I would say definitely the company you keep. So who you surround yourself with, who you allow to speak into your life. And then I would say like one of the most important things is having a real relationship with God. Yeah. Like not just coming to church, not just going to e-group, but like if none of that happened, kind of like this year, if everything shut down,
wow.
If you lost connection from e-group, if you lost connection to church, if you lost connection to family and friends, are you still in a real relationship with Christ?
Incredible.
Wow.
Incredible.
Yeah, and we're done. We're done with that. That's good, right?
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
love
that was so good, and you know, I don't want to just like echo what she says, but there's not just intentional influence, there's also unintentional influence.
Great.
And the way that you realize that is by looking at actually who you allow yourself to be around. Because sometimes we think, oh no, it's only the people who I look up to who influence me.
Yeah, that's great.
But sometimes we forget that the people around us probably have the most influence on us more than the people that we look up to, because those are the people that we are constantly around. And so we need to be careful to not just say, hey, someone up there to influence me, and not realize that I make the decision of who influences me here. So like that's a big thing that I realized and recognized growing up is, yes, I found my identity in Christ in church, but I found my identity in myself around my peers. And so that's where I built up who I was going to be, what I valued, the places I wanted to go, the people I wanted to be in relationships with. And so, yes, you have this, but you also have to realize that you have this as well. That's why we talk about e-groups. Because we understand the power of your peers and who you allow to be in your life. So...
And I mean, and that's a lot of why we're doing this right here. You're like, all right, this looks a little different. It's not like a sermon, or it's not like a worship night. What we wanted to kind of really portray to you is like, this is what e-group is. Yes. You know, like we're talking, we're having fun, but we're learning from each other. I'm always reminded, David is one of like the greatest influences in my life, especially in this time right now, because and low key, I don't know if it's as healthy as it should be, but low key, I'll be like, I don't know. I feel bad. I don't know if does David feel bad? Like I need to call him. I need to FaceTime him for like an hour and a half and just let him like pour out what he thinks, because I'm not in his head and I need to be in his head. I don't know why. Yeah. Might be a weird infatuation with you, but it's okay. But that's. I was reminded of that when you said the people around you, right? That will influence you. And so think about those. You know, people always, the old country preacher will say, show me your 5 friends and I'll show you your next 5 years, right? And so, but that is so true.
Yep.
Like that is so true. And, you know, I don't know, maybe I should have listened to those people who were judging me when I was a teenager, and they were like, oh yeah, you're gonna make some stupid mistakes. Maybe they knew some things by the people I was hanging out with. I was like, no, they're judging me. Ew, those Christians, why are they doing that, right? Yeah. And so I think you've got to filter things out in a very, like a way for yourself, right? Like you've got to do that for you.
I think the reason you can see the next 5 years by the 5 people close to you is because looking up to somebody takes effort and looking out doesn't. Right? So just sitting here, I'm going to look at you, right? But if somebody was up there, I actually have to put some effort into looking up and changing that, right? And so I think the reason why that's so important is because we can drift and not even notice. We can be influenced a totally opposite way, even something opposite of our values, and not even know it, because looking out requires nothing of me. All I got to do is sit here and look. You the person in my line of sight, I ain't got no choice but to look at you, right? It requires me to make a decision. It requires me to put some effort in and to intentionally not look at you in order to look up to something else. That is why it is so important. We don't say join the E-group because it makes us feel good, right? My dad used to say, I ain't telling you this for my health, it's for yours. I'm trying to make your life better. I want your life to be easier. I want your life to be able to be a lot better than where I already know it's going. And to your point, there's some stuff that some people who I look up to can see further down the road than I can't, especially if I'm putting no effort into looking up. I'm just looking out, right? We got to be able to surround ourselves with the people who are going to help us move and influence us, to your point, back to our values. Because if not, I'm just going to sit and look out, and then whoever's around, whatever's around, will drift me in any direction.
Can I say something to that real quick? Will, you just reminded me last Wednesday when we had Rhythm Night and we had group time afterwards at Riverwalk with my E-group. I was like, it was 6:58, we were about to leave, and I was like, one last question. Do you have influence? Do you feel like you have influence? Every single one of our middle school guys like put their heads down, and they were just like, no. Because a lot of times we think influence of the things that are farthest or people that are farthest from us, and we negate the proximity in which we have influence.
Wonderful language.
And so one of our youth, actually Noah, staff, shout out Noah Mosqueda, Noah said, hey, I think I have influence with my little brothers. Now all of a sudden I picked him out and I said, who's an older sibling? Everyone raised their hand. Now all of a sudden they said, oh yeah, I do have influence over my little sister. Oh yeah, because what I do, my little brother does. Now they started to realize I have influence. I just never thought about the proximity in which I was in.
Yes. So good.
Yes. Because we just want to think those that are farthest from us have better values or better influence, and we forget that how we walk, those behind us are watching, and it doesn't have to be in LA, it's actually in our own home.
Yeah.
So
great.
That's great.
We had a question from...
So good.
That was so good. That was so good.
So good.
We had a question from Siobhan. He said, how do you stop making people who influence you from becoming an idol in your life?
How do you read that again?
So how do you stop making people who influence you from becoming idols?
I think the first thing that comes to mind is with idolatry is I have something in the wrong place.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Not necessarily that I have the wrong thing. I just have it in the wrong place.
Yeah, that's good.
Right? That's all it is. And sometimes I think we make it way more spiritual or bigger than it is when idolatry is simply I have something in the wrong place. Now, I think some of us have made idols out of stuff that we don't need in our lives at all. But a lot of times what ends up happening is I'm making an idol out of this table. Right? And this is what I worship, and this is what I go to, and this is what but this thing is empty. And I'm a big boy, so I can't sit on this. So not only is it empty, but it can't even hold me. and I can't get in it, and there's nothing in it to give me. And what I end up doing is, this is the thing that I'm trying to figure out and make sure, right? And it becomes idolatry when really it's like, it's in the wrong place. This table is the kind of table that is like good for the side of the chair to like sit my phone and stuff on. As long as it's doing that, cool, right? But so how do I get people who may become idols and who are influencing me to become idols? Well, what are they in the place of?
That's good.
Right.
Right? So I'm not going to give you the preacher, the youth pastor, get them out of here. Hold up. If they're in the place where they are becoming idols, right? The word idol automatically implying becoming God-like. Where have you put God? Right? Because oftentimes God is on the side of our chair, holding our phone, when really he should be in a completely different place. So not just to the person who asked the question, but to all of us. Not just you, not just teenagers, but to us adults as well. Like, I've got it in the wrong place. There's nothing wrong with PJK being an influence, right? But if I'm listening to that more than I'm reading the word, like, of course.
There it is.
And Laney's a good band, right? But Laney ain't Psalms, right? It ain't Proverbs, right? It ain't 1 Timothy, right? And so I just have it in the wrong place. And oftentimes when I've got the wrong thing, the wrong person in the wrong place, there's something that's supposed to be in that place that I'm completely missing out of my life.
Great answer.
So good.
Put it in its place. I love that. And I know some people are asking, like right there, I don't know how to say your name because it's like in Cam Newton letters. I can't read it. It says how can I get into an e-group? Hey, put your name, put your grade, put your city. Right now, we've got some chat hosts that will be able to get you connected. Here's what I want to do. I want to go around. Brittany, you're going to be first. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
I'm going to go around. I want you to say your, I know, I said will twice. So we're going to go around, and we're just going to say one thought to leave this entire, like tie up the entire volume. And then in 2 weeks on October 14th, everyone say October 14th.
October 14th.
We're going to be starting a new volume entitled The Divine Volume. And so we're very excited about that. We're going to be talking about the supernatural and really excited about what God's going to be doing. But what would you leave us with right now to end this lonely volume, talking about influence and how loneliness goes hand in hand? Are you ready? 30 seconds on the clock. Are you ready? Let's go.
Okay. I would just say that check your proximity to the people around you. It's not sexy to not change, like remain, like it's not sexy to not give in to peer pressure. It's not sexy to choose the high road. I think about when you plant like an apple tree and you don't go to the apple tree and put it in put the seed in the ground and you're like, dang, check that, like that's awesome. Like, no, like that takes time before you can boast about your fruit or whatever. And so I think the same is true like with your influence and with who influences you. Like, it's just going to take time, and it's really easy for like this circle to influence me because I feel it immediately. It's that instant gratification. And so when you're, sorry, I said Tim, Will, when he was saying like when you're looking up, like that's going to take time to get there. It's going to take time to make that apple tree. So be confident and don't fall for the sexiness of what the stars in the sky look like. Like, stay grounded and do the work, stay in your lane, and then God's going to take care of it.
Great.
That's great. So good. I think with my last thought, I'm going to just answer this question because it kind of goes with what I was thinking. From Paige Stovall, she says, as an influencer, how do you hold yourself accountable? I'm always thinking about that. And for me, as an influencer, how I hold myself accountable, you can learn a lot of how you post on social media, by the way. And how you hold yourself accountable is either you're being impressive or you're actually doing something for an impact. There's a difference. Because I can take a day and a half to post to be impressive, or I could take a day and a half because what I want to put out is to be impactful. And so the way I hold myself accountable is for me not to be impressive, because I can fall prey to that real quick. But for me to take a step back and actually say, I want influence because I want to see something happen that's different. Mm-hmm. I want to see an impact in this world. And so basically how I see it, it's a domino effect. I mean, you can have an impact in the wrong way or an impact in the right way, but you want to do a positive impact. So when you push that domino and it goes one after another, what is it influencing? Is it influencing something just because it's coming from your impression, or you want to see something happen impactful?
Oh, so good, dude. I want to answer a question from Lauren Baker as my final thought on this is, how do you balance the weight of your influence while you're still being human? And I think for that, I always think about how if I'm always drawing from my own strength, I'm always going to be left on empty. But it's when I can realize that the influence that I have been given isn't mine, but belongs to Him, then the more I can go back to the giver and not feel like I'm always in lack. And so it's never been about you carrying the influence on your own. It's about you being able to conduct the influence through you so other people can have it so that they can do the same thing. And so never think of influence as a bag I have to carry on my own, that I can just have to keep putting more people in my following, in my followers, on my Instagram, on my YouTube channel, on my Twitter account, on Twitch. No, treat it like a funnel. Like once influence comes through me, I need to make sure that there's someone else that influence can travel through me into someone else. And then that makes influence not something that I'm trying to hold on to for me, but it becomes a gift that I can give to other people through me.
That's good. I would say, just like Tim, you asked this at the beginning, I would ask yourself, who are my top 3 people that influence me? And if in those top 3, there's no one that challenges you to be closer to God, I would recheck your 3. Because it's not that you can't have a Paul Jason Klein or Jerry Lorenzo or somebody like that. But if your top 3 are they're only things that you want to look like, sound like, something that isn't going to last, the Bible tells us those things don't last. If it's someone that challenges your heart and draws you closer to God, there's got to be someone in your top 3 that do that.
My husband challenges me every day. I love you. I would say that we need to see influence as something that is gradual as opposed to instant in both ways. So when you're influencing, it takes time, but it also takes time to be influenced. So that means that you need to be looking for, the Bible speaks of, look for the small foxes because they're the ones who eat the vines. Yeah. And what that means is that the small things that run around that you might overlook, the small things that a friend might say that you might just push to the side, the small question that someone has about your character, the small gossip that happens behind your back, those small things will eventually start ruining either your relationship with God, or your confidence, your character, whatever it is. And so the influence that has you, whether it's positive or negative, takes time, and you need to identify which parts you want to attach yourself to and which you want to flag and kick out.
Wow. I hate the fact that I'm going after Gina and Rebecca. You should have started this way and gone back around. I think the gist of what everyone is sharing tonight is that you have influence. I think every sermon that Tim preached during this volume is not to suggest this to you, but it is to help. It's a command. You have influence. And the truth is you really don't have a choice whether or not you have it. You have it, right? It's what you do with it is up to you. One of the most difficult concepts I've ever had to wrestle down in my life is that no matter what happens, I can either be powerful or pitiful, but I can't be both, right? So you gotta pick. You gotta pick which one you're gonna be. You can be powerful with your influence if it's just to a younger sibling. That's powerful. That's powerful. Or you can be the most pitiful person with influence in the world. It is entirely up to you. I hope that this is something that you come back to and listen to some of these responses over and over, and so that one, you're reminded that you have the influence, but two, you're reminded that you and only you are in control of that influence. One of the worst things you can do One of the worst things you can do is not take control over your influence. That's how you become pitiful, man. My challenge to all of you in the room, all of you in the chat, all of you, if you watch this 10 years from now, my challenge to you is going to be the same, to be powerful with your influence.
It's great. Come on, let's give it up for them. Thank you so much. We love you. And we're almost done for tonight, but what we wanted to do is, I don't know how many of you were in attendance for Youth X 20 a few months ago. It was iconic for just our youth ministry and everyone involved in an e-group. And what we did is we kind of put something together that might be showing very, very soon. And so as you're getting into an e-group right now, you're putting your name, your grade, and your city. Check this little sweet treat out. Can y'all believe that? All right. Well, hey, what I love about what God will do is that as he moves us forwards, he helps us learn how to look backwards. Not to move backwards, but to remember. What happened tonight and what happened at Youth X 2020 are things that we can't live in, but we got to remember. We got to remember.
Got to remember. Put in the chat,
places.
got to remember.
Got to remember. Lonely places,
yes,
y'all. Wow.
It's been a good one.
Not just a good night,
a
good month.
It's been a great month, y'all. Come on. Lonely places.
On Wednesdays, they said it couldn't be done.
And guess what?
We did it. Let's go.
It's happening. So I cannot wait. October 14th, that's going to be the Divine Volume.
Y'all,
it's
come through.
Every single one of these was do not miss. Imagine.
So start thinking who you're going to invite. Literally think of the people who won't even know it's happening.
You're right.
Text them, unless you post about it. You have influence.
For sure. Hey, can we give it up for our amazing, that real talk, our panel, our peoples?
Yeah.
Come on, I love that so much. And here's the thing. I know we had a couple hiccups or whatever, but we've been talking about e-groups because, Will said it. First of all, I'm vibing so heavy right now.
To the music. It's
so vibe. But e-groups, we want you to be a part of an e-group. And so here's the thing, okay? In the chat, put name, grade, and your location. But head to our Instagram, head to our IG, Twitter, get to something else after this, and go ahead and DM us.
If for whatever reason the YouTube global outage, AKA people are trying to hack us because they want to stop us.
Hey, come on, but they can't stop us.
If the hackers stop you from joining an e-group, head to one of our social media accounts and DM us, comment. We'll help you get connected into an e-group. If for whatever reason the chat doesn't work. Speaking
Whoa.
Other platforms.
Whoa, I heard a little something was going down after this, boy.
Hey, we have a youth director Fall Guys tournament over. We're going to see which of our campuses is the strongest. Let's say hi to Twitch really quick, y'all. We're going to say hi to Cole.
There's
ready. Cole and Elijah down there. They're ready. But you head over to twitch.tv/Elevation YTH. Like, literally right now in a moment. There's lots of things that you can do after tonight. Join an e-group. Hang out on Twitch. October 14th.
Oh my gosh. It's the good stuff.
Yeah.
That's it.
Only one thing left to do.
One thing,
Carlos.
One thing.
You start, bro.
Hey, you know what to do, y'all. Prayers up.
Rhythm high. Big love.